What is up? Happy Thanksgiving. This is Los, and it's episode 4 of The Talking Place. And today it's all about Thanksgiving. That's something that I planned out, and I tried to make it happen, and it worked. And it's taking a little bit getting it out. It's a little hard this week to get working on personal stuff, whatever it is. It's just, kids home from school and wife is on vacation and everything. So I'm recording this intro right now. It's about 1:00 in the morning. And if you hear a dog whining, that is my dog, who is freshly snipped as of this morning. So he's not too happy. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving to him. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This is going to be talking about a whole bunch of food, a whole bunch of good stuff. It's the meats, the sides, the pies, all the good stuff that you've been looking forward to for I'm sure months now. like I have, and like my co-hosts have, as you're gonna hear them talking. And you know who they are. They are Beardy McWhiskey and DeviousMrMatt. They joined me for episode 2. We talked about meat smoking and all the goodness there. So if that's something you're into and you haven't listened to it yet, go check it out. We got heavy into traditions, for Thanksgiving for this episode, talking about things that we love to cook, the things that we look forward to stuffing our face with, all that stuff, like fried turkey. That's one of the favorites everywhere, it seems like. And Beardy's brisket, the brisket comes back. Yeah, we get into a lot of stuff, and it's the perfect time to listen to it. I'm trying to release this on a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Give you time to download it, maybe listen to it before the actual holiday. I don't know, maybe you want to pop an earbud in there during Thanksgiving, when you got your family over, you're trying to ignore them or something, and do whatever you want, listen however you want to listen. But I'm gonna try and get this out there for Wednesday. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the show, and most importantly, I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. Spend it with your family, the people you love, the ones who love you, or don't. Whatever you want to do. Everybody's different. I know not everybody digs the holidays, and that's totally cool. That's all up on you, and you got your reasons, and at least go find a pie. That's all I'm saying. Just don't rob yourself of that pleasure. Whatever's going on, whenever you're eating that pie, if you need somebody to talk to, hit me up wherever. I'm not hard to find. I know the holidays is, hard for a lot of people, and, I get in my moods too, especially around this time, and it's one of those things you can't fight off. So, I know I'm speaking to somebody out there. So if you need somebody to talk to, give me a call. With that said, I hope Thanksgiving is everything you want it to be. And I hope there's pie, at least. Have a good week. Have a good holiday. Enjoy the time off if you got it, and enjoy the show. All right, who's here with me today?
Me, myself, DeviousMrMatt. Bad father figures.
And we have
Beardy McWhiskey, free agent. But I'm looking to sign on.
Ooh, are you?
No, not at all.
No, he's not.
I was going to see if Mike was hiring.
And I'm enjoying a podcast retirement.
Nice.
You were about to get scooped up for an internship.
Take you up off of waivers.
All right, so gentlemen, we're here again. Thank you for returning. I know this is unscheduled and we haven't talked in a very long time. First of all, get it out in the open. Let's break the ice here. We just finished having dessert. What is it that we had?
Okay, so I'm thinking, diabetic and all. I gotta go with my favorite local ice creamery, Grater's ice cream. Their black raspberry chip. Oh man, the whole pint. I'm gonna have the whole pint. Okay, so
can you have the whole pint?
No, I can't.
Okay,
I'm going to do it anyway. Special occasion and all. So it doesn't count, right? So,
it does not count. That's true.
So there we go. Yeah, but yeah, definitely that's what I'm doing.
All right, I'm going to go a little bit corny, but it's also a little bit festive for the season. I'm going to go with my wife's sweet potato pie. Mm. So, lower glycemic index so Matt can indulge. You got to go for the table. So, yeah, again, you got to shoot for what people around you can have too, but also delicious. We recently got one of those pie birds. You ever see one of those, Los?
Sounds familiar. What is it?
It's a ceramic volcano. It is the science behind it, but it looks like a bird with like its mouth up. And so what it does is it's supposed to make the crust a little bit thicker, a little more condensed, and it's going to prevent your pie from boiling over.
No, I've never heard of that.
I'm looking at it now. I just Googled it. It is pretty neat.
Yeah. It's like apparently like an old world kind of traditional baking method where you put the pie bird in the middle of the pie and everyone swears by it. I trust Amazon reviews more than the Bible. So
I mean, it looks like a chimney for your pie to let the steam out. So yeah, so you would get a flakier, drier crust. I mean, not necessarily drier crust, but you know what I mean. But a flakier, your crust won't be so mushy, maybe, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they say, and that's what it looks like. So, wife already makes some of the best homemade pie I've ever had, and so throw that bird in the mix. I can't wait.
And that's what we're jumping into. What we can't wait for. We cannot wait to dive in to our Thanksgiving meals like we do every year. For me personally, Thanksgiving, it's always been like a family affair. And before, when life before marriage, it was always with my parents, whatever they were doing, wherever we were going. It was always family and tons of food everywhere. And, it was more or less the same stuff every year. And I think that's a general consensus with everybody. Everybody has their own, set menu for every Thanksgiving. And we were no different, when I was growing up and even now we still have like this set menu of stuff that we look forward to every year, and it doesn't really deviate too much. So what are we doing? What are the plans for food this year? What are we smoking? What are we making for sides? Let's start with like sides. Let's go with that, since, for me, Thanksgiving is like a sides event. I'm not really too partial, for the main dish. Whenever I make my plate for Thanksgiving, it's full of sides and like a little bit of like turkey or ham or whatever it is. So what are we doing for sides, Matt?
I have to have the classic, mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay? Right. That has to be one of my sides. Sweet potatoes, another one. Candy yams, some green beans for sure, corn or both. It's always good. The Jello that comes out of the can, you slice it up with cranberries. Cranberry, yeah. Gotta have that. As long as I have those, I'm okay. You can throw whatever else is out there, and I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. You gotta have the mashed potatoes and gravy. You gotta have the sweet potatoes. Oh, stuffing. Stuffing is another very important thing that you have to have. and good stuffing. Yeah, no raisins and that shit though. The classics. I'm all about the classics when it comes to Thanksgiving.
Sorry, I was on mute and I was laughing at no raisins. But
he was moaning enthusiastically.
So for mashed potatoes gravy, what are we doing with the gravy? Are you using the homemade gravy from whatever you're doing?
I would be happy with that, but if someone brings a nice good jar of gravy, I'm okay with that too. I would be more happy with the homemade stuff. But if someone brings a jar, as long as it's warm, hot, whatever, yeah, I'm okay with what gravy comes out there.
That sounds like a nice full table. For you said sweet potatoes, candied yams. Is that that's basically sweet potatoes, isn't it?
Yeah, basically the same thing. Yeah.
Right.
Some people make them different. Some people put the stuff on top. Nuts and stuff on top sometimes, and different things. But
yeah.
All
right. So, Beardy, what do we got?
A lot of the same. I agree. Raisins have no business in stuffing. That abomination. If you show up and they got raisins, just leave. None of their food is going to be good because they clearly lack taste buds. You're in a house full of robots that think that raisins taste good in their stuffing. I would say the one thing I really miss is it's kind of a give and take. The last couple of years, my sister and brother-in-law, they make a deep fried turkey, which is amazing. Just absolutely the best turkey you will ever have in your entire life. Yeah. The take, there's no stuffing. And I know the stuffing in the turkey, it's salmonella. I'm willing to roll those dice once or twice a year at Thanksgiving and Christmas because it's so damn worth it. The stuffing in the bird is absolutely the best. And again, roll the dice. What again? Get a little diarrhea? That's all you're going to get. You're fine.
Hey, that's, that's weight loss after eating all that food.
Exactly. See? You're on board. The other sides, my sister also makes a really awesome, mashed potato souffle. So it get that little crust on top, get those crusty bits. And then instead of cornbread, she does a corn bake. Again, also a souffle kind of thing. So it's like a super moist, I know people hate that word, sorry, but it's like a super moist, awesome cornbread. And then instead of doing the canned cranberries, what I've made for probably the past 7 years, like it's like one of the first dishes that me and Mrs. McWhiskey made when they're like, hey, you're an adult now, you need to bring something to the Thanksgiving table. I make an apple cider cranberry sauce.
Oh.
So I get like the bags of cranberries and I make that stuff from scratch. And that's super good. Like put that on your turkey and it is just out of this world. Again, sweet potatoes, absolutely appreciated. I like those the second go around because Thanksgiving is about lunch for us. Like that's when we do it. We've done it at noon my entire life.
Yes.
But that Thanksgiving dinner where it's like the second glutton dinner where no one's around to watch you and you're just shoveling as much leftovers in your face as you can, like kind of loosely heated. You put in the microwave, but only for 30 seconds because you're too ready to eat. So it's kind of warmed up, just a hint of warm. Yeah. Those sweet potatoes go real good at that time. It's almost like a dessert.
I feel like you've been watching me for many years. It's very, very similar thing going on. And that's what we do, here too for Thanksgiving. We do lunch. It's different from how I grew up, when I grew up and it was my parents in charge of everything. I remember everybody going crazy and cooking, during the day and Thanksgiving dinner was dinner. It was like 6-7 o'clock. And everybody was, having dinner. And ever since, I got with my wife, we've been having Thanksgiving together, either with us or at her mother's house or whatever like that. It's always Thanksgiving lunch. Like, we wake up crazy but early and get stuff going in the kitchen and it's going and done by 12, 1 o'clock. And that's when you have Thanksgiving. And that's like you just described. That's why that's the best way to do it. You're able to squeeze in 2 meals for the same day. And it's terribly, terribly bad for you, but it's so good. It's the best, basically. And those sweet potatoes, you both mentioned them. They're my favorite now. Before, it was always about the mac and cheese all the time. That was what I wanted on most of my plate. And the sweet potatoes, they took over. And it's because of my freaking sweet tooth. I can't take it. I cannot stop it. And the way we used to make it before, it was, it's actually from my mother-in-law. She got the recipe first. She cut it out from a newspaper, and it's Martha Stewart's recipe. From a newspaper clipping is actually in our kitchen. It's all yellow, and basically, the sweet potatoes cut up after they're boiled and everything. And you gotta top them with a mixture of brown sugar, butter, some walnuts. I think is walnuts in there, and something else too. Some, the cinnamon, nutmeg, all that stuff. And you put it over the sweet potatoes, and then you top it with the marshmallows and put it in the oven.
Keep going. Keep talking.
So, yeah. And then you put the marshmallows and you let them toast up nice and dark. And
I gotta go see my wife.
And all right, so the thing is with that, I love the walnuts in the sweet potatoes, but we haven't done that since we found out the kids are allergic to nuts. So it's missing it for sure, but it's still awesome. It's still good. And actually that recipe is on my blog. So I'll put that in the link and throw that in there. So that's the sides. I think, as you were talking, Beardy, I heard a mention of fried turkey, and then my kid walked in. He's supposed to be asleep for like 2 hours now.
Fried turkey will wake the dead.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
That good.
Yes,
Did you forgive me? Did you get into the fried turkey talk or no?
No,
Okay.
because that is on my sister and brother-in-law's plate, and then goes on to my plate after. So they cook it, I eat it, and like I'm a solid drumstick man, and a fried turkey drumstick, best thing in the world. Like it's such a shame that you only get to do this once or twice a year, like Thanksgiving, maybe Christmas. That's it. That's all the turkey shows up for. They're in stores year round.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Do like a practice turkey before Thanksgiving. Make sure you do it right. Just kind of get a little extra fried turkey in there. It's so easy to do. So fun.
See, I tried that with the smoked turkey. I started last year in September, and I had 3 failed test turkeys, which again, I know last time we were talking about brisket. Don't worry about brisket. I've messed up a turkey to the point of being inedible.
Oh, man. I got lucky last year when I did my Christmas turkeys. Man, I did 2 of them. They both turned out absolutely wonderful. They were a hit. I think I'm going to have to do it again this year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Beardy guaranteed that I'm never going to try and do anything with a turkey except for putting it in the oven.
So here's what happened. The first one didn't let it thaw enough. So it says like 3 to 5 days. I did 3, didn't turk out. Turk out, yeah. Didn't turk out. You want your turkey to turk out. If it doesn't turk out, you ain't got turkey. The second one, I think same thing. I'm trying to remember what happened to the second one. Third one, I realized I didn't, even though I have a cover on my electric smoker, I didn't have the top all the way closed, and we found mouse shit in the electric smoker.
No.
Like I went to go throw the bird at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, what is? Oh Jesus, there's mouse shit in here. So that one I threw in the oven and it turned out fine. Just like, well, I already got this. Let's just carve it up and get that going. But yeah, the first two were solidly my fault, and just didn't turn out. I thought they were going to be good. Couldn't get up the temperature. Then it's like, do I throw it in the oven? I just ended up just trashing them both.
Oh man, that's disappointing right there.
I remember it was a very dark time for Beardy.
Yeah,
I remember when that was happening. Whenever we were doing Thanksgiving, my family, my mother, she does not care for turkey at all. But she always made it for my father. And ever since, we were down here in Florida, my uncle, he discovered frying turkey, and he's been doing that every year since. And I know how good that could be. It's a very, very good way to do it. And it's very, very good tasting, compared to oven. But we always go oven. Here in the house. Are you guys going turkey all the time? Or are you doing something else with the turkey? Are you doing ham? Like what's the go-to?
Yeah, for it's fried turkey. I've been doing fried turkey for the past 3-4 years, so it's kind of the people are expecting it now, unfortunately. So yeah, it's fried turkey, and then someone else probably bring a spiral cut ham or something like that with glaze.
Solid.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good meal.
Yeah, my family has come to expect now that every major event that I bring a brisket. So that's Christmas, that's Thanksgiving, Father's Day, even like birthdays now. Like usually my mom will be upfront and say, "Oh, I'm making this and this next week, whatever." And now, like, she very polite. You know, she was a kindergarten teacher for 30 years. She doesn't want to ask me to do it, but I know she wants me to, because she'll say like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have people over next week. I think I'm gonna make a dessert," and then she'll like totally just omit what the main. I'm like, "Do you want me to make a brisket?" That'd be wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. So now it's
which you'd be more than happy to do.
Oh yeah. So yes, so it's now expected that I will make a brisket, which I'm totally cool for, because man, the next couple of days of leftovers are insane.
Oh man.
You got turkey, you got brisket, you can switch it up. You're making turkey sandwiches, brisket sandwiches, anything you want. It's just awesome.
Oh man, brisket. You got me going on the brisket. It's like my Thanksgiving needs brisket now.
Yeah, I did. It's like when you find love. You don't know what you're missing until you find it. Like, this is it. I am now a whole human being.
I might have to get brisket tomorrow for lunch.
Yeah, right? Seriously. So I think for us, it's turkey. I don't know why we do the whole turkey, because like almost nobody here eats the dark meat. So I don't know why we don't just do the turkey breasts the way they come like that. Next to the turkey, if we're doing something else, we'll do maybe a ham or the pork that I talked about the last time we talked, pork shoulder, the picnic. It's I like variety with these big holidays with people coming over and stuff. Me personally, I'm the entertainer between me and my wife. I like to take care of people, and when people come over, I like to give them a nice table to choose from and everything. My wife, not so much. She's like very bare minimum. It's like they'll be happy with this, and that's fine, and maybe it's me. Maybe I like to just go over the top, But yeah, I like to go crazy with stuff, and that's not a surprise. But with the ham, if I'm doing a ham, I go with like a rum glaze. I'll put the spiral ham before it goes in the oven. I'll get a glaze going of brown sugar, honey, rum, like a dark rum. I use Bacardi. Like, they have various dark rums that I use. Some cinnamon, cloves, ground up, nutmeg, just a whole bunch of stuff. My mother, she uses pineapples. And I don't go that far with it. Like, I don't do that, but I like the pineapples in the ham. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I like getting the good glaze on there. What are we doing for dessert? is most important, I think, if it's not, if it's not the most important. Sorry, my wife walked in and distracted me.
You gotta have pies. You gotta have pies for dessert. You gotta have. I'll take apple pie over pumpkin pie any day, or a nice blackberry pie, blueberry pie. I'll take any of the fruit pies over pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, with whipped cream or ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will add on to that. Last year, my wife made a pear cranberry pie that was out of this world for Thanksgiving, and then also a sweet potato pie. Because in the realm of sweet potato versus pumpkin, sweet potato every time. Like, just stop with the pumpkin. It's fine. It's okay. It has no natural flavor of its own. The sweet potato is like pumpkin pie, but better. Just go. If you've never had one or the other, just try a sweet potato pie and then try a pumpkin pie and tell me with a straight face that sweet potato pie is not better. There's no way you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be honest. Like everything else, basically, my wife, she introduced me to pumpkin pie. And yeah, I enjoy a really good pumpkin pie, but I've never had sweet potato pie.
Just go get one. Even that, like, the one from Walmart that sold out like last year or the year before, it was like some singer's famous pie. It was like $5, and that's better than any pumpkin pie you've ever had.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm throwing shade against pumpkin pie. I had it one time like 5 years ago, and I'm pissed that my entire life I had pumpkin pie and not sweet potato.
I don't know. I'm with both of you guys on the pie. The pie is a necessity, and for me, it's pecan. And pecan is like, or pecan, like, everybody likes to call, which is the way everybody likes to call it.
I say pecan, and also we have a Friendsgiving every year as well. And last year, my wife made a bourbon pecan chocolate pie.
Nice.
Yeah, that was insane. You get a little bit of that heat with the alcohol, which reminds me, we were talking about rum. My mom would always make rum balls every Christmas, but both her and my dad are not drinkers. And so they bought white rum. And so they used the same white rum every year for the rum balls.
Oh, man.
It basically made them taste like you're like eating ethanol. It was the most, you just tasted booze. Like, how much rum did you put in this? And they're like, oh, just a little bit. And then finally I saw the thing of rum out in like their cabin. Like, you're using white rum? Yeah. And like, it was like Bacardi. It was like the cheapest white rum you can find in the store.
Oh no.
It's like spiced rum for food. Spiced rum.
Yes, agreed.
All right. So we got our desserts. And now I'm really wanting pie. It's really bad. Have you guys ever had shoe fly pie?
I have not.
No.
All right. Yeah, I've had it once in my entire life. And it was on a 5th grade field trip.
You still remember?
I still remember it. And it was from we went on a trip to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and we visited there. It was Amish country, and they gave us a dinner while we were there, and dessert was shoe fly pie. And it was good enough that I'm still freaking talking about it in my late 30s.
Well, who doesn't remember the first time having shoe fly?
It's a molasses pie. I guess that's like the base of it. I can't really tell you anything else because I've never made it. I never had it again because I can never find, I don't know any Amish people that make it. So, and I think they make it. I know that there's like some Amish place in Sarasota, that they're pretty popular and they have it there. And I always want to make a trip to go try it. And it's called shoe fly pie because of the molasses, because of how sweet it is. And you're having to shoo flies away. All right.
Shoe fly.
So we talked about a lot of different types of things going on. Is there a thing that we have not mentioned that we haven't talked about that you want to throw out there? Like a little brief description on how to do?
Well, how about appetizers? The pre-meal, the pre-game meal.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
So, like a good solid buffalo chicken dip, something like that. That's always good. Some cream cheese, some Mike's Red Hot, and some canned shredded chicken, whatever, mix it all together, put in a crock pot and get some tortilla chips or pretzels and dip in it. That's always a good thing to have there. A cheese ball, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have a cheese ball.
That's the thing my Thanksgiving has been missing. A cheese ball. We've never had any appetizers. It's like rolls. Like, granted, rolls probably one of the best part of a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, true.
But we've had no starting attraction. We've just gone right into the main movie. you gotta see what's coming up next.
Yeah, previews. Last year we had a big debate about rolls. I go out and I just buy these pre-made rolls that you buy in a big bag, dinner rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Put in the oven and cook up. And I know Mike gave me a bunch of shit about it because he goes to like this artesian bakery place in Boston somewhere, where little old ladies labor all day, make homemade rolls or something that he gets for Thanksgiving. He made fun of my 99-cent, pack of forget that I throw in the oven.
I think I remember that conversation and I was laughing.
No, I remember because my family always had the same thing as you, Matt, whereas you get whatever the 99 Aldi rolls are, and that tastes like Thanksgiving to me. It's the same reason, like, my grandma has made the same Jell-O mold every year since I have been born. And I'm not sure if I came to it with fresh eyes, if I would find it disgusting or delicious. But for me, I have to have it, or else it is not the holidays.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, rolls are very important.
Yeah, exactly. Just you throw them in the oven for like 5 minutes, and they come out all nice and brown. They're perfect.
You put that butter on it, and the butter just melts. Oh, see, tomorrow I gotta have brisket, I gotta have pie, and now I gotta go out and get some goddamn rolls.
See, you gotta put the brisket in the rolls with the leftovers. Top it with the mashed potatoes on there.
Yeah. Oh no!
Just call it a day. Call in sick to work. That's the plan for tomorrow.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness! Can't wait.
I'm glad I'm not the only one suffering here.
Sometimes you gotta keep things simple.
Yep. That's true. That's true. We use the rolls too. I don't know which ones. Oh, well, you just linked it, did you? Yeah. Though not those. We don't use those. We use. It looks like those. They're in the freezer section, and they come in a little aluminum plate kind of thing, and they're frozen. Like you said, it's a necessity. You need it. You need to make those turkey sandwiches and ham sandwiches and brisket sandwiches and all that. So, Beardy?
Yes. The go-tos, no. We cut everything except, the grandma's green Jell-O. That's the only go-to, but I don't make that. Yeah. Gotta have it. Which, for clarity, it's basically just lime gelatin with pineapple and cottage cheese. It might be disgusting. I don't know. That
sounds very familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what every grandma made from like the 60s until today. And that's what she makes, and that's what I love. I gotta have it. And so I made a point because I never eat it at the meal. And so I thought that maybe she could have saw that no one was eating it. So like last Christmas, I made a point of telling her, hey, just so you know, I don't have this at the noon meal, but I have a very large amount of this at second meal. So I had to explain to Grandma what second meal was.
Second meal.
Like a hobbit.
Yep.
Yes.
Second breakfast.
Yes.
All right. So is there any parting words here? We are coming to a close. I think we hit every aspect of the meal. We had some appetizers, we had the sides, we had the entree, we had dessert. What are we having any special drinks, like any cool flavor drinks. You know what I want to do? I want to try and make pumpkin juice this year.
Oh.
I want
I've never heard of
to.
that.
It's. I think Beardy. Was it you, Beardy? You know about pumpkin juice?
Yes, I went to Universal on my honeymoon and had it. So I will tell you this: if you go back in time to August and September, so it's too late now. But if you were to go back in time, there's a brand called Aces, and they make a pumpkin cider. Mm-hmm. Now it's alcoholic; it's like 5%. That tastes like Harry Potter. Like take a sip, like. What is that? Oh, it's Harry Potter. It tastes like pumpkin juice, but it's like an alcoholic pumpkin cider. It is delicious. And if you were to get some of that, again, traveling back in time with our time machine, which you have in your garage.
Yes, it is.
If you were to take that back to August or September and then save some for Thanksgiving, you'd be doing yourself a very solid favor.
So I'll have to get the link for that for, when I go back in time.
Yeah. I would say the one other beverage that I have to have around the holidays is the Shiner Holiday Cheer. And that's something which I'm all into, apparently saying things taste like things that don't have taste. It tastes like Christmas. It's got like peaches, pecan, and every person I've ever had, I'm like, oh, this tastes like Christmas. Like, nah, it doesn't. I'm like, all right, take a sip. They take a sip, like, it tastes like Christmas. It comes in like a gift box, and the last couple of years they changed it. So instead of having like holiday wrapping paper, it now comes in green, white, and red bottles. It's a must for the holidays. Like the guy at my local booze store only knows me as the guy who comes in and buys all the holiday cheer. Like I will get probably 2 or 3 cases for like Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Smart.
It's just the best.
All right. What you got, Matt?
Oh, I would just like to say that we are coming up on the best time of year here between, Halloween and Christmas and New Year's, or as I like to call it, appetizer season, because it's where you get into family gatherings, friend gatherings, stuff. And it seems, now this may seem silly, it may not make sense, but it seems like this time of year it's when people bring out their good appetizers. The stuff that they're going to try new, or the little shit on the shingles, the buffalo chicken dips, all the different things come out this time of year that people make. They've been waiting all year. They're bring out their best recipes to make stuff, and that they're really going to show off the family. So this is coming up the best eating time of the year for sure, and I can't wait.
Yep,
it's gonna be great.
Agreed. All right. Well, we're closing up shop. There's been enough talk of food to make me hungry, and and it's nighttime. Nothing could be done. I can't wait to wake up in the morning to a nice bowl of oatmeal. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm on a protein bowl. Yum.
Yeah.
So Matt, would you like to pimp anything out?
Yeah, check us out. Bad Fodder Figures. Every Monday. Lots of fun. Great show. Myself, Mike, and Eric, and sometimes Jeremy get together, talk, and games, sports, life, whatever, whatever's been going on. So a little bit of everything. It can be enjoyable. It can be bad. That's up to you to decide.
It's enjoyable. Is sometimes Jeremy, is that quoted in the tagline for?
It should be. It should be. He calls in a lot now and these voice messages, and that's voice messages is always welcome on the show. There,
yes.
Check it out. The numbers on our Twitter link. Yeah, follow us on Twitter too.
Yeah, and I'll have the link to the show and all that stuff with you guys.
Oh, you're the best. And, you're the best.
I'm gonna try. I'm all right. Beardy, are there any other dreams you'd like to crush?
Yeah. Of course. I am Beardy the Dream Crusher McWhiskey. No, listen to the Bad Fodder Figures. Just do it. It's a really solid show. Been listening to them for a long time. And again, the work week sucks. Why not make it a little bit easier on yourself and laugh first thing in the morning, Monday morning? Download it. Just do it.
Yeah. See?
See? Yeah, and here I thought you didn't sign up for that internship. All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me. And I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody gets their stomach stuffed and good times with friends and family and all that goodness going on. And go make yourself something.
Stop with go make yourself. Sounds like a really vague threat.
Make yourself something or I will.
Yeah. No lie. That just came out and I like it. I think I'm going to use that for every show. Go make yourself something.
Make yourself a better something.
Ooh.
See? It's evolving already. All right. Peace out. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, sure thing. And half of me kind of hopes there's like a great turkey shortage, and that people are like, "Why aren't they talking about the turkey shortage this year?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like all turkeys
Turkey flu 2000.
And you're talking about wasting turkeys like crazy. There's a turkey shortage.
Be amazed.
Oh, this could be funny.